Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the One Lonely Outpost here on Not Your Professional Walkthrough channel with me, your host, Max. So in the previous episode, we went over the first 9 days or 8 days, which are actually playable in the demo itself. And now that the game is currently available in early access on Steam, we're gonna see how much content does this game contain. I will probably not make the additional episodes be 9 or 8 days long because that would just make it way too long. And let's face it, I have also things like laundry and other stuff to do. But if you're new to the channel, then welcome. I do lots of sandbox games, I do FPS games, I do RTS games. I enjoy a large variety of games, so the links are in the video's description. We do fun stuff here, so consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. It helps a lot with the channel. And of course, if you want me to know some content or some games which I should potentially look into, let me know as well. So with that said, we're gonna go take a look at our farm. It seems like today we have some sort of rainy or gusty day. I'm not really sure if it's due to the atmosphere or the way this planet is working, but we have some updates in our category for potatoes. So they are ready to be harvested, which is great. We're gonna get plenty of materials. We're gonna be able to replant them. And the bok choy still needs some time, so that's fine. That's fine. So currently the water meter is over here. We need to water our crops in order for them to continuously keep growing. Logic as per any farming sim. And we're gonna see, because we are entering sort of the undiscovered zone, what the game currently has for us. For me to refill the water, I have to melt the ice. And I will take a look at how many potatoes did I manage to pick up. 24, we have 20 carrots. We did pick up 13 potato seeds, so that's pretty damn neat. We're gonna expand the potato farm by 2 more, so we're gonna be planting 10 potatoes at a time. And we're gonna potentially be able to expand this even more. So potatoes, 10 of those. And we have 3 more potatoes, so technically I can put them somewhere around here, or I can just make like a separate space and plant them over in here. Thanks to the fact that I can water like 4 tiles at the start, it does raise the question if there is gonna be something like sprinklers, or if I'll be able to upgrade the radius of the glove and just be able to be more efficient with it. Who knows? Who knows? But if I stand myself correctly, I can just water all of these simultaneously, so that's that. Every day we should eat. Now, I have discovered that, for example, if we make roasted carrots, that gives us a temporary buff where I'm able to run around. So that's this dish, but we should be also able to make potato and carrots too. So I'll make 3 of them. And now I have something like this, and we are processing metals and minerals, trying to have them smelted so that we have the higher end product. I accidentally dropped this. That's not what I wanted to do, but I'm gonna see if I can process these. Seems like I cannot. So I can theoretically process the ultracite ore, or I can process the copper so that we have more copper bars. We have aluminium or whatever way you want to pronounce it. We have some iron, we have some silica. That's done by processing stone. We can turn the green waste into packaging or into wood, so I can even get stuff like that. We have all these things, and these should be somehow able to be cracked open, and I should be able to, like, I don't know, somehow work with them. Another weather dialogue, part 7 out of 9. So it seems like there have been other colony attempts for the planet Calypso or Callisto or whatever they're calling it, and they kind of did not work out every time. And unfortunately, our mouse Quarty, or our mouse, our cat Quarty, which is like a robotic helper, got damaged unfortunately, so that's not good. We can make some fabric, but I'm not really sure what would I use it for. I can make another Omni Forge, but the one which we have is enough, and we have the cooker already installed. Don't know how to make basic circuitry, and we need to somehow fix also station dedicated to purchasing things eventually. So we take a look at the map. This is the farmstead, this is the canyon, there are some falls, and there's the seaside nexus. These are the regions which we currently do have access to. All of them are important because they allow you to tap into some specific minerals, resources, which you might not be able to find in your farmstead. You need this sort of grayish or darker color on the soil in order for your crops to actually be able to be planted. And of course, because we have multiple fields such as that around our RV in which we landed here, which got damaged upon the landing, that is where my farm is currently set up. Now the question is, when we will eventually have multiple colonists on the planet, if they're gonna have like specific tasks, like one is gonna be some scientists, one is gonna be something else and something else, and these are the alien ruins where we potentially have to install some interface, but I don't know how to get the interface relay as of yet, so maybe we will need to wait for something to happen, but I'm not really sure what, because these games tend to be quite severely scripted, especially at the start. So, you know, like in Stardew Valley, My Time at Portia, and many more, you are locked to owning certain things at the start, and as the time progresses and you unlock more and more blueprints and you're able to do more and more things, you're going to be able to then interact with certain objects or gain access to different areas. Like for example here, I'm quite sure this has to somehow let me eventually reach this location. And because if we take a look at, for example, like our skills at the end of the day and stuff like that, we're gonna find out that we can have, I don't know, skills in fishing, skills in mining. So there's plenty of things which we will be able to like invest into, but yeah, those are gonna take time. So we have biology, geology, archaeology, ichthyology, fauna. So ichthyology is either, I think, fish, so I'm hoping there's gonna be some fishing, but because the temperature is -5, that's actually quite severely like below freezing point. Well, it's not that brutal, but it's still impressive that the crops are actually able to reach full maturity, because if you are not using metric system, then you would know that at 0 degrees the water starts to turn into ice, and if you go below that, it's solidifying, and therefore even the soil where you're trying to farm is being affected. These weird crystals we can't really tap into. It's actually shocking how fast it gets dark, so it's like 10 minutes or something. It's already like 7 p.m, so you know that I've spent some time at the start of the day like talking about things. Doesn't seem like we get some sort of buff of running from these two, but I'm interested to see what's gonna happen once we are even able to implement the bok choy. And yeah, so basically my question is, if we're gonna have to keep constant agriculture going in order to provide, let's say, a certain amount of crops to colonists when they eventually land on the planet, so that's at least like the introductory details which you are given, but if that's somehow really true or how that will affect us in the long run, I have no clue. And I'm quite sure that as time goes by and I will start depleting more and more of these resources like the copper, the iron, and all the other crystals, which names I'm not yet able to learn their names. It's gonna be interesting where I'm gonna have to venture out into, and if there's gonna be like a dedicated quarry or mine from which I will have a steady supply of these resources eventually. So we are in the canyon. It's 8:30. And we're gonna make it back to our lovely place. Our energy has been quite depleted, but at least I don't have to eat the nutrient paste right now. I'm really hoping there's gonna be some announcement, some supplies being dropped in or something that's gonna help move the story forward as well. Copper. Let's leave it in. We're gonna have some raw copper anyhow. It's already getting quite late. So let's go to sleep. And we're gonna see what's waiting for us. So biology star, we got that due to the harvest of the potatoes. And I don't know if I'll need to acquire some sort of calendar or if events are gonna be eventually only accessible once we start moving things along, but we got some mail. So, recruitment and Aaron ETA. Dear Star Steward, recruitment is vital to successful colony as new residents may run shops, provide upgrades, or offer other essential services that are legally required to be provided, according to code something something. Here at the Colony Outreach Committee, we manage volunteer colonists and recommend them to Star Stewards. Due to our difficult situation, we have dispatched Aaron Hernandez to Calypso. Aaron Hernandez holds degrees in electrical and environmental engineering from Roxburgh University on Earth. He will assist with electrical infrastructure and maintenance and will arrive in 2 days. Okay, so we can theoretically prepare for Aaron. Aaron, like they said on K and Field, man, thank God something like that does not work in Europe for the names we used, because wow, that would be just awkward. Okay, dear Sir Steward, your payroll information is now verified. As per your contract with us, you will receive a weekly wage for your efforts as Star Steward. At the end of the last day of the week, you will receive your weekly compensation directly into your galactic bank account. I'm guessing that's this. On Calypso, weeks are 8 days in length as per standard galactic procedure. The last day of the week on any planet, home day, is considered a weekend. Okay, so we have 2 days to prepare for Aaron or Aaron. And wow. So we have some of the actual crops, and the fun thing is that the ones which I've just harvested, I planted day before I planted any of the other crops, because I received the crops from like a supply drop. I'm not sure if I'll need to blow off the dust from these knuckleheads, but this seems like they are being affected by something, yet I cannot seem to be able to harvest these. We have plenty of entry updates for our crops. So it seems like we are gonna have a status when they're even dying and thriving. Carrots, we see that once the leaves are like turning yellowish, it's bad. We still haven't seen the full grown status of Jewelfruit. Milkroot has still not reached its full growth size. Nut is still not there. We have been able to collect the Novapop, and of course then there are the good old potatoes, which are absolutely essential because of the vitamin C which they do contain. That's why Matt Damon was able to sustain himself on Mars. I'm just joking, but you get the gist. Okay, we're gonna have to melt some of this ice. And let's take a look. How many seeds do we have? So the good thing is that actually these seeds do tend to multiply themselves. So that's actually great for me, because that just means that I can keep on expanding the farming. But it also means that eventually I will have way too much of it to deal with. And that is why sprinklers would be greatly appreciated. But that is, of course, not up to me. I don't think I watered some of these things, so let's fix that. And because we don't have a dust storm, I seriously don't know if these two bok choys are like literally affected or what's going on with them. I don't want to fry them with the... I think those two might die. I don't know if it's due to the storm, which we had last day. Question is, if that storm made more of these dust piles, these are awesome because they can contain the seeds or the artifacts which we need to collect. And if we collect those, we get the additional stars for archeology. So that's why I want to kind of like explore it here. I'm trying to make my way, of course, to that pile over there. Maybe there's nothing, maybe there's something. We also have the copper, which was set up to be processed. I can pick up some iron and start processing that. And I can venture out into one of the other regions and try to gather more resources for processing purposes. This weird stone over here, that's what we get aluminum or aluminium out of. It's fun to say aluminium. I should eat something. If I eat, I'm just able to sustain myself more. And next day, if I have not eaten the day before, I can wake up tired. So that might affect my energy bar. I'm not really sure how that will come to effect eventually when the game is like fully released. I don't know how much of the game's content is already in here and how much is not. Like I said, I did the demo on the channel. I usually do look for demos because if there is then, for example, like Steam summer sale, which happened quite recently, I was not able to cover it and like suggest few titles which you should look into that I had an eye out for example, because I just have way too much stuff as of late. So I'm trying to somehow come up with a schedule that will work for everything, and so that I can keep bringing even those more advanced titles or videos to the channel, like 100 days in a video game and stuff like that, because I know that that is something that you all do enjoy, and I want to improve in making those videos more fun. And I definitely want to get into like a course for Photoshop, so I can make better thumbnails, because I see the other thumbnails for the 100 days in a video game and I know that my thumbnails do suck compared to it, but I don't know how I would make it work, because honestly I had an appointment with my barber and I fell asleep, and I was like booked for like 7 p.m. and I came home so tired from work that I unpacked my stuff, I sat down behind the computer to do something, I fell asleep. I woke up the next day and I found the text message from my barber like, hey man, what's up, what's going on, you didn't message me or something. So when I'll try to like go to him next time, I'll have to pay him for the missed appointment too, because, well, there's principle involved in that. But yeah, it's just kind of hectic, and I was able to make the 70 or how many days it was in Dredge. But that video was so painful because I used to work in a way that every day I woke up at 6 a.m. in order to edit 4 to 5 days before I went to work. And I continued to work in this sort of schedule for... It took me like 2 months to make it happen. And I seriously think that if I'll try to make another V-Rising video, because the Moonrot content is out there, and I don't think it's gonna be in the first 100 videos content, that just means that it would take ridiculous amount of time, and that is not okay with me. So things need to really like somehow work out at work for me, or I'll just have to, I don't know what to do. But I seriously want to have like work-life balance, because this is not my work, but I still love doing this and I want to continue in doing this. I need to make some sacrifices, and I just don't think I'm gonna be willing to do that much stuff at work, because if there's like no value added from it, then all I get is just being exhausted like crazy, and I don't get any actual support. Then why the hell would I bother, you know? So I'll have to see. I'll have to see. These are some really interesting crystals, but I feel like they're still blocking my way over there. And because it's getting so late, the thing is, I don't know what the electrician is gonna be able to do for me, and if I'll need like copper or some other resource, because copper is used as a heavy conductor. Sure, there are different metals. I discussed this in length on the previous episode. The gold is better electric conductor, but you don't need that much of it. And if you would try to make a golden chain somewhere to transfer the electric current, yeah, that would just not work. Everyone would try to steal that stuff. So that's why copper is used. But yeah, if you think about it, your graphics card, your RAM, things like that, those chips which are plugged into the motherboard of your computer, they're all coated with tiny portion of gold, and that's all that is required. And that's pretty damn amazing. I think I'm getting actually even exhausted as I'm walking, or is it just me? I'm trying to leave the mouse cursor in that one location to see if it's actually being drained, and I swear to God, I think it is. So hopefully tomorrow we're gonna get bok choy. Bok choy is taking forever to get done. I mean, like, god damn. I have that one more seed, huh? Do I have a slot where I can potentially... place it into? It's not gonna be done at the same time as the potatoes. But at least it's been planted at the same time. I think I really have to run back home because it's getting late. So biology, we got 2 points. That's because we collected the crop and we were able to like observe its next stage of growth, I believe. I'm guessing. I'm hoping. But wow, 8-day long week. Interesting. If I would have 3-day long weekend, I would be much happier, probably. Hard to tell. Let's make more of the silica or silicon. I have potatoes and stuff. I'll probably have to craft another one of these eventually. Did I pick up anything else? I don't know if the crops here have the freshness status, so that if you like have the crops for some time in your pocket, their quality is gonna go down, or if that's not the case. I think the bok choy is finally done. The good news should be that I should have more bok choy seeds than I had initially. And so I should be able to replant them. I'll definitely have to melt some ice to refill that water. Okay, only 9. So I have 1 more than I had. It's not that great. And we have to also observe how many was I actually able to harvest. Because that's also an interesting factor. 16 out of 8 tiles. So, okay. And now I want to do one thing, and that's to make the stew out of potatoes, carrots, and bok choy. Where the hell did I put the potatoes and carrots? Okay. I don't have the raspberries. The roasted carrots are awesome because they allow you to run, and baked potatoes, sure, let's make one as well. Just so that I have like a variety of food and meals to work with. I don't know if I need wood for anything right now. All these processed metals I do not need. And this one chest is able to contain quite a large amount of items, so that's awesome. Like, look at how much stuff I'm able to cram in here. But seriously, it's gonna be interesting to see if Aaron is gonna show up. And I will need like some daily quota of food that needs to be delivered or something. I don't know, can I ship out some crops? Let's see, I can ship out some potato. No, that's just for the delivery. I had to try. I mean, this game is still a big question mark for all the content it might possess, and I usually tend to play it in the way, and I do this with Stardew Valley, Coral Island, all the other sandboxes like this. I usually hate to just waste a day and just keep skipping them in order to get to some specific event. I usually try to get at least to some resources or something. And we can eat in order to refresh the bar. I don't think we get anything special out of the baked potato, which is kind of a shame. But it is what it is. And so we will explore and try to gather additional resources so that we are ready for the electrician's entry. And I'm hoping that he's going to be able to fix our robot cat Quarty. Maybe he's going to require those specific blueprints. And for that, I'm thinking I might need copper. Iron and all the other fun stuff. So these glowing rocks can be actually refined in the furnace, and you get those green crystals you were able to see in my storage. But what are these things used for? I don't know. So preferably if I can have them in their raw state and in their processed state, that's probably a good thing. Okay, Novapop. And maybe if it's gonna be summer and the temperature is gonna change, the ice is gonna defrost itself. And we're gonna have actually like flowing waterfalls. And maybe even the atmosphere is gonna be breathable, because right now our astronaut needs to have their helmet on. So who knows if we will be able to terraform the planet. And I really want to figure out how to read these log entries which I was able to come across. So far we're holding steady. Energy is being refilled because I don't have to eat just the nutrient paste. But I kind of don't want to deplete all the crops which I was able to grow. And it took over a week. Well, in certain case with the bok choy, it took quite a long time. Carrots were the fastest growing crop to obtain. And I do love me some good carrot. Especially if they're young and sweet. Oh my god, I love those. They're crunchy. Super annoying at the office if you're eating them, because everyone knows that you're eating them. But it's a good snack. You just cannot eat too many of them because, you know, the sugar in them and stuff like that. But it's coming from a guy who's drinking soda while he's playing this, because this is my relaxation time during the whole week. So yeah, fun stuff. The Novapop seeds. I think we might actually get some biology stars for this because we keep like excavating. Oh, did I just reach like a new zone? Oh. I just went around through like a different angle. I'm actually surprised how short these days are so far. Each game is really different. So far, it seems we're looking at like maybe 10-12 minutes per day. So Graveyard Keeper, for example, they have around like 10 minutes per day. Then we have Stardew Valley. There we're looking at like 20 to 25 minutes even. Then you have My Time at Portia, that's 15 to 20 minutes too, approximately. So yeah, each game is gonna give you like a large variety of how much time you have. And of course, your stamina is affected by it. For example, like Sunhaven is different because it does not give you stamina. It just gives you time. You have time to do stuff. And that's it. So that's why that game is kind of unique in this way. Okay, I ventured out quite far to the ocean. I'm gonna grab the red rock. I cannot process these. And who knows if I'll have to feed the electrician. I think tomorrow he should be in, right? So let's go back home. I'm not really sure how many effects am I to expect out of the water. The reason is due to the engine in which this is done. So we're gonna see how it's gonna look. But I'm still guessing it's gonna be something pretty. Okay, we can plant 2 more of these That's been watered. And we can go to sleep because it's like 9 p.m. as is. Not that great. Okay, let's see that new colonist. Another person, welcome. You're here. Wait, who are you again? A human. You scared me half to death. Another person, welcome. I know you got my resume, but my name is Aaron. It's a pleasure to meet you. Hey, Aaron. I'm your electrical engineer, and there's nothing better than an engineer who's a bit engineered himself. At least that's what it says on my galactic ID. And Paul says there's nothing like a good handshake to start a friendship. Don't crush my hand. I'm not gonna flirt with you. Pleasure to meet you. I still don't know if I have a lady, astronaut, or a guy, but okay. Pleasure is all mine, and you know what? I get the feeling that this place could be a good home. After I'm done with it, that is, looking pretty rough at present, no offense. Anyway, on to more important matters. The Pan-Galactic Parliament sent me here to help you out. Why? No idea, but it's not for me to question their wisdom. I'm just here to do some work. Speaking of which, I have to get settled in. I've got a lot to unpack and preliminary scans to conduct. We can talk more later. Well, that was kind of rude. Can I go in his crib? Whoa. I bet I'll find some oregano. Wink, wink. Okay, so my lander terminal is broken. Could you take a look at it? It probably just needs a bit of percussive maintenance, but I'll take a look at it. Is he talking about smacking it? What other percussive matter? I'll fix it by noon tomorrow, assuming there are no surprises. Wait for tomorrow noon. Oh, come on! Wait, but where are we? Oh my god, did you have to go all the way to Seaside Nexus? Dude, why? Percussive maintenance. Yeah, I think he's gonna smack it around in order to see if he can fix it. If I had to wait like 12 days for someone to come to my RV and smack something around to see if it's gonna work like an old Soviet TV, damn, I could have done that. But at least that's gonna be one fun story to tell. It's still morning, so I have to go water the crops because my morning started with me being half across the map. Okay. I think that's my second harvest of carrots. So at least the rotation is holding steady. This one is done, no? Yeah. Let's see. Potatoes are gonna take some time, and bok choy even more. But I feel like potato I have the most return out of because of how many seeds do I get. Out of it. But these species do certainly look alien. I can go and put these over here. I don't know if they're gonna be sprinklers. Playing this for the first time, so I'm discovering the game and seeing how much content there is upon its launch. How much is the fun factor? The sort of having to wait till tomorrow and stuff like that, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But okay, let's take these two. Drop these over here. It seems like 99 is the top we can do. Let's get some more roasted carrots. And so 99 is the top limit. Let's see what we can put in. Half of this is occupied just with these. I'll eventually have to craft another one. And I do wonder, once we gain access to, like, after he fixes that machine and I'll be able to start purchasing things, what are gonna be the things that I'll be able to do? Or buy. Maybe seeds. Maybe sprinklers. Maybe who knows? I'll try to spend the day at least doing something productive. But it's a shame that he's so far out. Question is then if each colonist is gonna be dedicated to just one segment of the map, and that can potentially lead to like only few colonists being here on the planet, or if there's gonna be like specialized colonists like Aaron, and then we're gonna have some sort of small city or settlement, and that one I'll need to supply with food or something. That's the interesting thing. That's what I want to know. So many questions to be answered. I intentionally don't look up footage or anything to discover it by myself. I honestly haven't done early access review in ages because I hate to keep saying it like a broken record, but I need 4 things to settle down at my work. And they have been really crazy and it's been bothering me for the longest time. But if I'll be able to get some time off, then I certainly will want to make sure that I'll be able to work on some of those bigger projects so that I can at least say that, holy crap, I started on something, or because I do want to bring that content to the channel. I do appreciate all 510 of you subscribed currently, and I know how difficult it might be to choose to subscribe or not. But yeah, I want to keep the fun rolling, and I want to definitely make sure that I'll keep improving my writing skill, my joking, and all these other things which I throw into the script. And so yeah, there's like plenty of room to grow, and that's what I'm totally looking forward to, because that's a challenge which I do enjoy, and because I don't have to deal with all the corporate nonsense that would prevent me from something. Of course, I have to keep it within the lines of YouTube's tolerance, but I don't know, I was maybe thinking maybe I'll try even like a different platform. I certainly don't think it's gonna be Twitch with streaming and stuff. They are just really ridiculous with what you are able to do and what you are not able to do. Like I don't know, there's literally ladies in plated pools, which is like a step from webcamming, and I don't know, it's just But it's on the front page. That's on the front page. Because she's in bikini. She needs to have a pool. And the other sites just skip to the really weird stuff. And I don't know. I just want to keep it about the video games. The second channel, which I wanted to do about the movies, it's kind of dead right now because, yeah, if I'll make videos about movies, I think I will still use footage from video games, but it's not always easy for me to get footage for certain topics to discuss. And yeah, I think if you like miss certain window when some movie comes out or something, and you don't have some sort of footage to use, and then you have to like keep switching the flashes of screen every 2 to 3 seconds for the video to not be demonetized or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird because you can put hours of footage of video game onto YouTube. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. But God forbid you put in some clip from some movie or something, and then the whole video is flagged or a problem is with copyright. It's so weird. I don't get it. Like, who came up with that concept? Why is it like that? I don't know. But anyhow, we're gonna run back. We're gonna see if our electrician is gonna be useful. And I think this is gonna be the last day of the episode. So hopefully Quarty and that station is gonna be accessible. It's actually quite awesome how the roasted carrots are this useful. That running buff is something amazing. Did I pick up some seeds? Of course not. But colony size, 2 people. Okay, so Aaron, your payroll information is now verified as per your contract with us. You will receive a weekly wage for your efforts at Star Steward. At the end of the last day of the week, you will receive your weekly compensation. On Calypso weeks are 8 days. No. Hey, Star Steward. I picked up signal from Broken Quarty bot while doing some preliminary scans of the area. Unless there's someone else here I don't know about, I'm willing to bet the bot is yours. I've got some spare parts lying around here, and I'm pretty handy. Come by sometimes with the bot, and I might be able to fix it for you. Okay. I would definitely appreciate having some company around, because I'm going kind of mental talking to myself. So let's water these crops. I actually love how much crops I can water. Just with one charge. And I also love how many of these ice shards are here. Now the question is if I'll be able to somehow pick up Quarty. Because let's keep in mind it's a freaking robot, so that thing is probably not made out of feathers. Eat some roasted carrots and run off. It's gonna be faster this way. The buff lasts for actually quite a decent amount of time, so I'll have to learn just which way is the right one. Deliver quest items. Forging strong relationship is essential to growing your colony. Gifts, guests, quests, and dialogue choices can improve or worsen relationships. Find out what gifts each colonist prefers. Keep track of relationships in Omni Tool OS. Should be too hard to fix though. Could probably have it ready for you by tomorrow morning, in fact. That good with your hands, huh? That would be great, thanks. Don't take me just yet. Wait until you see that shiny Quarty bot looking good as new. Talk more later. For now, I've got robot to fix. Shop? Okay, this guy, Twink Tank. I have no idea what does this do. HSD module. I think these are like upgrades for the things which I have. Basic circuitry blueprint. Yeah, but the problem is the cost of this thing. Wait, wallet is... Oh, okay. I was almost like thinking, holy crap, this thing is worth like... Wait, I'm only able to get one? Oh, because this is a blueprint. That's why. And solar panel blueprint. So we have the cooker blueprint, hyper compressor, twin tank, probably to increase the capacity for our water, but that would cost me 1,500. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that to be applicable. But now I should be able to start crafting the more advanced stuff. And with the added solar panel, I should be able to also do one more thing, and that's increase the overall energy output of my power grid, and therefore be able to hook up more devices together, and therefore support more things. More forges, more cooking stations, more whatever's eventually gonna be introduced to me. So yeah, that's definitely something. Look at this, I'm still running from those carrots. That's awesome. So yeah, that's definitely something which we're gonna do, but I think we're gonna cut off the episode on this day because I have already done quite a lot as is. So let's see, silicon and copper ingot. And for solar panel, I need glass. I don't know how to manufacture glass yet, but I'll definitely try to make some of these. Just because I can. Just because I'm quite sure they're going to be used for something. And I should theoretically also consider another crate. Quantum something registration. Congratulations, Administrator. You have successfully registered your delivery pad. As registered user, you can now buy items from Quantum Quick, the largest retailer in space. Simply access our store using your terminal and we'll deliver your order the next day. I think that's the thing which he was meant to fix. Okay, awesome. So I'm able to get a blueprint for compactor. No idea what the heck does this thing do, but I'll get it. Shopping compactor bin. Okay, I can get some seeds, but right now we're good. I don't need nutrient paste. Holy crap, this thing, palisade, is so expensive. Wow. Wow. Wooden torch. Interesting. I'll keep it at this. I still have plenty of food to work with, so I'm happy with that. I guess we can make more of the silica. Or I can try to go for more aluminium. Yeah, I need a second chest. And that's gonna go... Oh, was hoping that maybe the two can be like connected and expand the size together or something, but that does not seem to be the case, which is sad. I can put the processed metals in here. And okay, it's still a little iffy on the transference of things. Raw resources can be placed here. And eventually I'll make like another chest just for the crops and seeds. Put those into buy the crops. How did I not water these? That would be bad. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just run around a little bit longer, do a few more things, some more mining, but that's gonna be it for the episode. So I really do hope you all did enjoy it. And for more fun content like this, make sure to check out the channel. Publish content on a weekly basis, somehow still. And yeah, links are in the video's description. At the end of the video, go check it out. Fun stuff is there. I'm trying, and I really want to improve, especially in the thumbnail department. I have a lot of ground to cover when it comes to just that department specifically, and I'm eager to learn it, but I'll need to rearrange things in order for it to be possible. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.